Hi everybody, welcome back to Magika, episode 26 with me, Sid. And last episode we played around making the wheat farm. Cat nearly just fell off a box there. Made a wheat farm with, what was that? What was the recipe for that one? Oh, I need more glow squid ink. That's fine. Now this one I need to cook. And I'm going to do some more AFKing at said wheat farm to get some more wheat before I run this. But basically what I actually want to do is get the offspring of that wheat farm to work with some cows, and the cow, I want a golem to use the wheat to breed said cows, and then once we got it, we'll use entity cramming damage to kill them when they get to a big enough quantity. That's the word I'm looking for. And everything will be good and happy. Come on, do your job. Thank you. One more. And thank you. Right. But this episode, what I actually want to do is... Oh, I need more purple dye. That's interesting. Okay, let's make some of you. 2, 3. That should be enough of that. Red. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I need an emerald. I think I'm carrying those a lot about my personage. I am. This episode, what I actually want to do, apart from sort that out first, let me just check you. You are empty. And you are largely empty as well. So first things first, I need to clean up my act and get that done. And then I can get on with my plans. And my plans are fairly straightforward. It's no secret that one of my favourite activities in this game is getting out there and just exploring a wee bit. And I have a number of structures that I have marked on the map that are to be, in quotes, explored. So I've got myself my warp stone, and we need to go and sleep the night away, so better go and do that. In fact, I'll just do it with my sleeping bag here. But then we can grab our boat and we can go. Let me just have got a saddle, got armour. That's okay. I've got a diamond on me. That's okay too. In fact, I'm going to go and grab a couple more diamonds just in case I need to use my crystalline spell for anything else. Diamonde. Oh wow, I haven't got many of those too. I'll have to go and do a mining trip or something. That should be sufficient. So yeah, looking at our setup, we are here. There's an thing to explore there. I'm not entirely sure what that is, so maybe we'll go down and have a look at that while we're at it. And I think that I've explored. Don't think there was anything further off this way. That's where the kobolds were from our original little thing. And massive great thing there. We've got an explorer over there. We have got a sunken city here. Villagers, I'm not sure whether that's a good idea or not, but we've also got exploration down here. The dungeon there, which again I'm not sure whether the things, I think that's the portal. There's another explorer over there, and I think there's a couple up on that continent. Then we've got the jungle. I've got a warp stone, and that's a temple there, which I'm, again, in two minds about. I've died to those temples before. And then we've got our space down here, and I think that's our desert area, so we can do a little bit of an exploration. See, that looks suspicious. I think that might be an illager outpost, but, you know, there's lots of stuff in the world, and going out there and exploring it is part of the fun. So let me just go back here, come over there, and I'm going to go to, I think, that one first. That sounds like a plan. Get me boat, and if I find horses, I might even try and get myself an horsey. I was going to have a look at the summon skeletal horse spell, but I can't craft it because that's only available to the undead faction. And the undead faction is, of course, a hard faction to play because you don't generate mana. You have to kill things to get the souls to cast your spells, and I'm just seeing as I'm kind of learning the ropes in this playthrough, I think that might not be the best option, shall we say. However, I think on my server playthrough on the Mana and Brass, I think I'm going to go Fairy faction, the Fae, because I think that could be interesting. I think that's probably the fairest way I can think of describing it. Right, up to the next one. And yeah, I want to just get out there and see what the world has got to offer us. So carry on there. There's a whole host, and I've got the waystones to get around faster for some of the other bits. But yeah, there is something to me just intrinsically enjoyable about the exploration in this game, and you know, Gib, thank you. Even with a small amount, well, that's not as exciting as I thought it was going to be, because I don't think this ever has anything. No, I don't think these do anything. They're just ruins and flowers. Alright, well, it doesn't matter. This is let's remove that, and I would like to go down to there. Let's create a temp waypoint down there and head towards that pink thing. Let's see what we can find. But yeah, there is something just intrinsically, well, sorry Foxy, intrinsically nice about just wandering around in this game. You know, I've done a couple. I'm trying to think how many Nomad seasons I've done now. Was it two or one or two or three? And of course, the first Nomad was probably the best because that was when it was a nice fresh concept and new and shiny, and you know, you didn't have a base. And I would be tempted to have another go at something like that in the future. But I needed to get the mix of the mods right. Now, what I've been finding recently in Minecraft modding is some of the structure mods are just a little bit too, how do I put this? They're a little bit too generous. Yeah, carry on that way. And consequently, I see some leather down there. Ouch. I should get a proper sword with looting on it, because you can't enchant this one, and it doesn't, you know, help a great deal. But leather is one of the things that we do have a shortage of, and consequently that's why I want to get the leather farm or the cow farm going over the industrial chunk. But yeah, anyway, enough rattling about that. Yeah, getting the exploration mods to work and not spawn too many structures has proven over the past 3 or 4 packs challenging, I think, is probably the fairest way to describe it. You know, some of them have quite advanced configuration where you can tell it how often and how close to other structures they should spawn, but they tend not to respect each other. That's probably the way to describe it. You can end up with a structure from, say, Manor and Artifice spawning right next door to Young's Better Dungeons or something like that, and they really... Oh, well, that's okay. Yeah, I burned that one down, didn't I? Okay, that's fine. Let's have a look then. So we want to clear that one. And where's the next one? It's probably back near my home base. So let's go to home. And just because it's easier than walking all the way back, you know, there's no point making life harder than it needs to be. And I am aware that at some point I still need to do something with that. I think I know how I'm going to work that one. I just want to play a few things together just to, you know, get them through. But I think entity cramming damage again is probably the way to handle witches. That's a better thing. Anyway, there's a little exploration point around here which we've never actually gone into, so let's go and have a look, and I'll be back in a second. Okay, it's just a Manor and Artifice structure. It's nothing fancy, but we found that in a Manor and Artifice structure. So, and you actually got some Viridium in your build structure, I think. Yeah, not a huge amount going on there. Couple of mystery spells. Let's get those put away as well then. I'll put that just so I know that's active, if I can. Bang, bang, and bang. Let's have a look at these. These are usually not much use. Okay, that's fine. And oh, hello. Did that just summon? I did. Bolt and summon Anvil. Can you? No, it doesn't do anything particularly useful there. But still, let's quickly sleep. And I think we'll probably leave those behind just because they're not really that useful. And then we'll have, I mean, iron, oh, hello, gold torso, well, more spells, more things. This, I can't remember who was on. I was on the Manor and Artifice, Madam and Brass server earlier, and the comment was, my god, this thing creates a lot of inventory items. Ooh, what an... What was that? Exchange, divination, animus, and transmute. Oh! Okay, bye-bye. Interesting. Mind vision, greater invisibility, and fossilized, no idea. Summon mind vision. Okay, yeah, nothing much there. Okay, well, I'll have those just because they save me a little bit of resource and crafting time. And I'm not actually that bothered about the... You know what, I'll take it. And that is that one. Let's get journey map up. Let's clear my waypoints. And where is the next nearest exploration? I think we're probably going to be better off coming up to these two. That's going to take a little while to get there, so I'll see you in a moment. We're at the island, but I've seen horses. I'm going to see if I can't find a fast one, because I can always use my crystallize spell to transport it when things. It's the age-old problem, isn't it? And I mean, for those of you who, well, we did pick up a few bits while we were out in the ocean as well. For those of you who are old enough to remember the Minecraft pre-Elytra and pre-horses, and actually, for that matter, pre-carrot on a stick and a pig with a saddle on it. The only options for travel, well, the travelling options were boats, which broke if you looked at them harshly, and your feet, or using the nether trick to, you know, go and move things. Right, let's have a look at this. Feels reasonably swift. Okay, let's try that one. Bunk. We'll get it out. I'm not going down the BWO route of grading them by stick or whatever. That's that way madness lies. That one is definitely slower. It is noticeably slower, so we'll try you. Hello, that was quick. That feels slower as well. So you've got you, and if you don't work, then it's your mate over there, the first one we did. And it's not necessarily the fastest, it just, for some reason, feels the fastest. Oh, it's a white sock. Okay. I'm in two minds. No, this one is definitely the fastest. Pardon me. Right, let's come on, get out of the water. This, you see, this is where these things, but for some reason the onward quest in Minecraft has been getting faster and faster transportation, and I don't think that's always a good. Oh, well, no, we can't. I'm terrible at horses, and this horse is terrible at jumping. Don't suppose I have a lead on me, do I? No, of course I don't. Right, let me things. But you know, there was horses. Well, there was boats and walking and the nether. And then, for some reason, known only to the devs, there was a decision that what we really needed was carrots on a stick with pigs. Let's leave that on you so I know which is mine. I just want to try sort these two out. And other than a few novelty mini games on servers in vanilla, and I used to play vanilla servers back in the day, they were largely useless. Utterly useless. Ooh, I like this one. What's your jump like? Well, you know what? It can't be as... Sorry, you have been replaced. Right. And then along came horses, and boats were fixed somewhat. I'd like to... Let me just get myself one of those. Get myself a crystallized spell. How am I gonna... I think I need a projectile version. Damn it. That is not going to play nicely, is it then? I may have to hide that now. I want to have a look. Yeah, that's oh, okay, come here. And then of course Elytra came along, and let's be honest, Elytra, whilst incredibly fun, and you know, I was probably one of the last people to realise just how much fun they were, because you know, you had hang gliders and all the modded stuff, and I was like, oh, what do I want Elytra for? You know, all this modded stuff which will do the job just as well. What is in this? This feels like a spawner to me. Zombie villager. Oh, okay. But none of this is helping me much. I can't crystallize you. So I think I need to change that spell over. Let me just try one more time. Oh, hello. Okay, we do it while we're on the thing. Okay, that works. Whilst the Elytra is fun, it's the... how do I put it discreetly? It's the thing everybody bum rushes for now in the game. And I mean, you know, I've mentioned Hermitcraft before, but they have their Elytra by episode 2. You know, they've bum rushed the end, killed the dragon, and off they go doing their thing right from the word go. And then, you know, by episode 3 they've probably got a gunpowder farm going, and it just seems to me to take all of the romance. Now, I mean, B-Dubs has got his horse thing, and I do like that particular mentality of let's stick to horses, and I know there is an affectation there, but I think there's a lot to be said for just going, no, I'm going to play this. Hello. Oh, look at him with a little block of thing. That's quite cool. I mean, it turns him into a slime basically, doesn't it? Not really particularly a useful spell. Wrath. Don't know what transitory tile does. I'm not worried about it. Take that. I think we can have that. I think the rest can probably stay here. Right, let's explore. Let's get that one done. So yeah, I think the endless quest for bigger and better always, and faster and stuff, is not always conducive to good gameplay. And of course, you know, the big thing that everybody's grumbling about at the moment is the inventory, and there's plenty. I don't think there's a major issue with my inventory in Minecraft. I mean, I think there is an issue, don't get me wrong. But as a modded player, we definitely think that, because, you know, we basically sit there and triple or quadruple the number of blocks we've got, and everybody goes, you know, and just accepts that. It's a big thing. Oh, did I miss that? Or have I already done it by? I have done it already. Okay, that's fine. I thought I had. But, you know, the addition of the bundle was not the solution. Shulker boxes gave you probably the equivalent of crates in modded. And there's a lot of things like that so let's open this up while we're here. Personally, I think the backpack is probably the optimal solution. Something like a backpack. It doesn't have to be like the backpacks we're running here. It just has to be a backpack. Something you can drop things in. It's not quite as convenient as your actual inventory. You know, you have to open it and pull things out and the likes, but to me that just seems to be a natural and sensible progression. It's a thing that exists. You know, we already have backpacks there. We're not inventing some mystical, wonderful thing like a shulker box. And yeah, I don't know. I just think sometimes this quest for ease is sometimes not the right thing. It's oh, I never noticed there was another thing there. Anyway, we've got this one to go, and let's explore. Let's have a quick peek at you then. Oh, we've got a wooden smart head and a stone torso. I don't need the Codex Arcana, so they're all good. And oh, I never did test those out either, did I? An iron tank torso, obviously that being a fluid tank and not, you know, an armoured tank. Although that would be quite cool. Right, and again, I don't desperately need it, but it saves iron, so. Another spell, we've got a gold bladed arm, some stuff, more stuff, things and stuff. But at least we'll have all of the waypoints gone off of our thing for all of the exploration based stuff. Right, touch strength. Okay, sure. Crafting bench, anvil again. Okay, bolt and summon anvil. Okay, not really useful to me. Yeah, like I say, these spells are somewhat janky, typically. Right, let's get that one, and we can clear the explore here. So, let's have a look at the map now. I'm going to head, in fact, I'm going to teleport down to the jungle, I think. Now, There's a couple of things down here. There's a structure over there which I can't remember whether I actually sorted and had a look through, and then there is that, and I am just wary of that. I don't think that has anything to in it. I think they're just well, I don't think they're anything particularly impressive, let's just say that. We need sleep anyway, so let's have a snooze as soon as we can. Yeah, it's just nothing obvious, no trickery, no little hidden things. However, that temple, that interests me and terrifies me at the same time. Mainly because in my Sid Modded Life series, we did that temple and we got absolutely wrecked by creepers. And yeah, part of going into a desert temple, the traditional desert temple, is we know exactly what to expect. There's nothing major there. But let's go have a look at. Let's get the torch projectile going so we can illuminate it, and this is definitely the how do I do this as carefully as possible, and I realise that these could quite easily have observers underneath them as well, so I'm very nervous. Dying tends to ruin my plans for the day, you know what I mean? Sorry if I'm a bit quiet, I'm just taking my time with how I deal with this, because as I've already alluded to, dying is not my favourite activity in Minecraft. I don't do it often, I don't like doing it. Okay, I think that is probably unrelated. I've got to say, this feels like it's luring me into a false sense of security. But that's a chest. It's... Why don't I trust this? I mean, it's possible that I am just being needlessly phobic. Why? I just got a very strong feeling that something's going to bite me. But then maybe not. Alright. Well, that went against everything I know. Oops, hello, let me just light that up. That went against everything I know from this game. Every time I've gone into one of these extended structures, bang, killed me. But no, not this time. What did we get out of that anyway? Apart from, I'm not worried about the chest. We've got some gunpowder, a bit of gold, we've got a knockback 1, an impaling 2, and a bane of Arthur turds. Oh, wonderful. All of that for bane of Arthur turds. Okay. It's a shame actually that would be a much more useful spell if what's the word I'm looking for here? If there were more spider varieties, and I mean, and also that those dickhead cave spiders weren't able of jumping at you from a distance of 70 meters and taking you out in a split second, because they really do get on people's nerves. It's like you think you've hit them and then bang, oh no, I'm poisoned. Not seeing much over there, but let's just head over that way if I can. Yeah, so I'm going to just carry on heading over this way, and I'm going to, because that will take me round, hopefully down here. That will bring us back to the desert area, and then over here. That's I think that's jungle, but we can try and unlock this area of the map, I think, while we are out exploring. And well, I'll be back in a mo. Well, this is a new one. I've encountered, that was a fae. I think that was, I'm not sure whether that was a fairy or what, but it happened when I killed some chickens, so maybe they don't like me killing their chickens. Could be the reason. Yeah, we'll take the string as well. I'm not going to worry about the helmet. And yeah, we are getting a little cluttered up again, but we're in the savannah. That's the word. I wanted to say mesa. I knew it was wrong. Which means that I am picking up quite a few cattle along the way. I'm going to go and kill a few more things and see if I can't annoy some fae some more, because obviously they're not my faction, so they Wow, there's a lot of cattle here. And Larry the llama as well. Still, these are what I need, so those are what are dying. Well, hello, don't run away. Well, I suppose I'd run away too if there was a mad wizard running around with a sword killing all my mates, but I think we're kind of giving these too much credit for their intelligence, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, that brings us from the Savannah Plateau into the Mesa. What I didn't notice much in the Mesa biome was much in the way of surface mine tracks. Mine shafts, that's the word I was looking for. And I'm not sure whether that's because the terrain generation is somehow reduced, the number of those. I'm going to open this one, see if there's anything in it. I don't know whether this is one of them. It's a cache, okay. Well, right. In you go. In you go. All of these can go in. Unless they don't go in which case I'll have to go in the next one. We're getting very close to having filled this. I'd love to be able to take these with me. Actually, there is a surface mine shaft on the other side. So I tell a lie, it's actually quite high up. They're normally lower down. Anyway, we're going to carry on exploring, and again, I shall be back in a little while. Okay, well, apparently having one of these dungeons wasn't enough, and it had to give me another one. There's something alive in there. Hello. Oh, it's husks. Right, let's check. Oh, hello, creeper. Let's go and quickly sleep the night away, and then we'll tackle this thing. I'm not entirely sure. Again, it's a different structure, so whether the traps in it are any different. Come on. Need to power those up at some point as well. Come on. Let me sleep. Oh, maybe it's not. No, it's only showing us daytime. Maybe it's raining then. Okay, that could be more likely. There's a lot of badness up here, though. A lot of badness. Now it's sunset. What is that sound? It's a little sound. There's something not right. Well, we'll try the front door again. And maybe we'll just make sure there's nothing sneaking up there from on as well. Now, I've definitely seen some of these. Oh, wrong spell. See, this to me looks to be a standard desert temple. I'm going to cover that over just to be on the safe side. These are trapped chests, which means there's something going on underneath here. This is sketchy. Looks like whoa. You know, paranoia. It's a strong survival trait. Oh god, that made me nervous. Right, I'm going to keep that. I'm going to get rid of those and get rid of that. Depth Strider, Impaling, bit of that, some stuff, some of that, some of that. We'll take that and that. You can't see my face, but I am visibly wincing every time I open these. I'm pretty certain that I have located every trap, but there's a difference between pretty certain and absolutely certain. Silk Touch, ooh, nice. Not that it's actually, that is a really nice spell, but I don't need it. Okay, I think we can head out. And leg it. that was proper butt clenching. I actually came over here to have a look at that little mine shaft, but I don't think I need to. I've got another four of those, and okay, that's obviously full, or at least full of things. No, okay. might as well put those in here, and then we can get rid of that and get rid of that lot. Yeah, I wanted to have a look at that little mine shaft. Just to say, I'm not desperately worried about that kind of thing, but because, you know, we're finding decent loot in other locations, but I'm fairly certain that down here, there, I think it was that one. Yep. Nothing there. Hello. These are pretty handy if you want gold, to be honest. Hello, that's not. Ah, yeah. I don't think there's any necessity to come in here. It's useful to know that, oh, God, that's not the one I want to throw away. There we go. Better. Right. Let's continue on and go and finish off these bits I want to get to. And I think if I look at where I am currently, I'm here. And the first one is pretty much that direction. So maybe we should just head straight across there and see what it's got for us, because I don't think there's much in the desert. Yeah, we'll do that. I'll see you in a bit. I haven't seen one of these for an age. Jungle Temple. I don't need those. I don't really need that. That's just normal. Again, these are old school. I did find that, which is a flame cloak spell, as well as a few other bits and pieces, and ain't nobody ever had time to do that. And there's nothing in it. I mean, there's a reason why these are a bit crap, and that's it. Now, just so we are on the same page, there is another one of those temples there. There is something wandering around in there that has no sound effect other than footsteps, which is probably a creeper. I'm not that desperate that I want to push myself down there. I've done 2 of those today, and they were quite scary in their own right. So there's another thing up here, and then there's one of our explore markers down there. And then I think I'm going to head down to these. I'm not entirely sure how long I've been recording either, so I'll be back in a little while, but these are just really collecting magical paraphernalia that we will then hopefully get chance. Hopefully, why did that go so squeaky? Hopefully, get an opportunity to utilise later. I need to figure out a way across this thing, though. This is one hell of a ravine death of doom kind of thing. Just in case. That is one hell of a drop. Not much going on down there, although there's a bit of a mine shaft. Wow. yeah, that's about it as far as I can tell. Mineshaft Palooza. Okay, let me carry on, and I'll be back in a moment. All right, well, I'm pretty certain that that is the dungeon that got me killed last time. So I'm at about an hour. This is probably about as far as we're going to get today. I'm not going to get that dungeon done. There is, I think that looks like a nether portal down there. Come on, let me sleep. Sleepy. Come on, I'm tired. I want to sleep. But yeah, we've got a little bit of quite a few of the exploration items done. Come on, please. Tired. Thank you. And I would like to improve, I think, my spells for combat a little bit. The bow spell is pretty powerful, but I think it is safe to say that the Firebolt and Ice Bolt spell are not the most impressive. I think it would be nice to have Chain as an option on there, so we can, you know, get multiple targets with a single shot, especially if we're going into a high combat, high density, that's the word, isn't it? A high density target environment. A target rich environment, I think, is another way that it would be described. You can tell I've never actually worked or done anything military in my life, can't you? The only things left then is the sunken city here. There's an illager outpost there, and then there's a couple of explorers down here, and I think that that there is there's a graveyard mark there. I think that's the one. So we'll probably do that another time. But we have come back with a horse, which is actually half decent, needs a name, but you know. A whole load of stuff from in that backpack. A whole load of stuff in this backpack. And I think one of the things I want to do is I've got a lot of this stuff and I don't think any of it is any good, so I think I'm going to do a purge of all of that at some point, just because each one is taking up a things like touch transitory tile. Don't know what that does. Ooh, what did you do? Oh, you're like a phantom block. Okay, well, again, I'm hardly likely to use it. But next episode we'll continue with the building. We'll probably do some work on some spells and, you know, push some other boundaries. But right now that was just an excuse to get out, clear some spots, and just generally, you know, move ourselves forward on the map and the exploration side. And, you know, we've cleared most of the explore spots over there. There's a whole bunch of areas I would like to explore elsewhere, but, you know, it's no biggie right now. Oh, there's actually a thing there. I don't know whether that needs exploring or not, but yeah, there's quite a few. That looks like a graveyard as well, actually. Let's create a waypoint for explore in green and save, because that definitely is a graveyard. Now, I'm looking for the graveyard because I'm looking specifically for an item. There's another graveyard there, look. That's not the kind of graveyard I'm looking for. I'm looking for the big one. And the reason I'm looking for the big one is, for your pardon, the obvious pun is it has a wither skeleton spawner, and one of the things we need to do to advance in Mana and Artifice is kill a wither. So getting that would save me having to faff around in the nether doing, taking on all of the demons, and those lantern demon things terrified me. In fact, I would like to very quickly, let me just have a look at the enemies and allies. There are my allies. Mushroom Soldier is things. Able to use it so they can toss you into the air. Pixie is one of the soldiers, they've got a little lightning bolt. The Barkling is things. Now the Imp, powerful legs and let them leap. The Sharp Claws make wizard, and then this is the Beastie. So the firebolts made of the souls of each one increasingly slows and deals more damage as their target is drained. And I think that's what was happening to me. These bolts eat away the very life force and have been said to also drain mana. And, that was scary. Anyway, on that note, let's call this one an episode. Didn't achieve a great deal, but I did get a little, things and waffled for a while. So until next time, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.